it's the 1st of August. It's been a while since, excuse me, I did one of these. So I thought I'd do a quick update on what's going on in the house. This is going to be a bit of a lightning one because it really doesn't need to be any more. But first, I'll introduce one of the new owners. This one is Tink. Tink Tink. Hello. She is the smaller of the two, and not the one that caused me a massive amount of heartache recently with having to have those discussions again. So anyway, we are in the computer room, my computer and the places where I have stuff, and she likes to hide on that shelf there with the plants, although not the brightest because she also tends to hide there when it's time for her syringe, and then of course I just find her. So the other piece, and this is my work desk, and that machine is off, so there's no risks there. And so we'll move from the computer room, Tinky, see you later Tinky, left into the bedroom. So this is my room, and yes, I do make my bed. I have put some net curtains up, it's a laundry day tomorrow, and also I have spent some time, because Eastwood gloriously left me raw wood. Oh, hello Tink. I decided to spend some time and paint. Now it's nearly midday, so it's quite warm out here. Ooh, look at that. Praying mantis. Look at the size of that thing. Yeah, Tink isn't very happy about it either. Okay, anyway, leave her alone. And it's gone, very nearly. So yes, I decided to get out here with some paint and paint. And in the intervening time, the house next door, that was just foundation for 3 straight months, suddenly went to, they're working on it. In fact, they did more work in 3 days than they did on mine in 3 months. Not that I'm jealous or anything. Tinky! Leave it alone. It doesn't really want to hurt you. Oh, I'll leave the hunter hunting. Oh no, she has decided she doesn't want to hunt that either. Can't say I blame you, cat. Alright, so that's outside. I did also paint the underside, but I'm sure you can imagine. Oh, and here's the other one. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Loki. He has come out to see what all the fuss is about. Hello, Loki. I wouldn't get too taken in by that, because he's also a little bit of a creep on her. No, it's gone. Anyway, moving on. We'll come back and get a little more. There's a master bathroom, and it's cleaning day today, so I've got to take all that lot off and walk in. It's a little dark and it's a bit full of crap, so we'll leave it at that. Alright, moving on. Hello, children. They've not seen this camera before, so I don't really know that they know what it is, and I think they're more intrigued with what was out there than what I'm doing. So, moving swiftly along, this is the loft area, my ever trusty dehumidifier, and my workout space. I really should change the filters, but I'm doing other things at the moment. The guest bathroom, although that was a silly thing to do. I'll put it back again. There's a guest bathroom and the media room. I haven't really done much in here. I really should get my other stuff out and deal with some of these boxes and get something for my vinyl. But my music and my films out. Loki's coming to find out what on earth I'm doing, and as you may notice, he has a shaved leg. This is the weekend after he spent a day or so in the hospital. Didn't you, little monster? Caused me a heart attack and or your box, huh? All the rest of it. So anyway, media room. Probably moving too quickly, but anywho. So this is the guest room. The guest room is basically empty, apart from a somewhat defunct. Oh, well, you can hear the change in tone. Defunct clock. Empty, empty, empty. Really nothing special. And curious cat as to what on earth I'm doing. Doesn't involve food, which is interesting considering that they have a washer dryer and all of the stuff. Considering they have the stairs, they have food on the go. So we will come downstairs, and then I will stop. Alright, we are now at the bottom of the stairs, obviously, and from the bottom of the stairs we will hang a sharp right and come up into what is the dining room and the quote-unquote living room, which is more correctly now the cat's room. Today is box day, so that is clean, as in I was using the recording time to soak it and then clean it. So this is the half bath. A little dark in there, but you get the idea. And this is Loki, who is wondering what I'm doing and why that is not open. Now, interestingly, I don't use this very often, and I opened the door up on Friday afternoon to do something and like, wow, that's a chemical smell. So I ended up leaving it open for cats. And yeah, that one doesn't smell too clever either. My thingy, nice big mat for shoes and such like. From Tempo Cat towers that I made when we were back in New York. And I put that on there because they don't like, funnily enough, blankets, so I put it as a little fort to hide. They don't use the tower, and ordinarily I'd keep that closed, but Tink expressed a desire to go on there this morning, so I put it on there. Now, because it's Sunday, we got a can of wet food, which is all that's left of it, which is good. And again, nice expensive thing for their boxes, but they prefer the floor, which I suppose is fine because they are, after all, 11 odd years old. So my dining room table usually looks a little better than that, but oh well, it's Sunday. And of course the important things in life, the drinks cabinets with the glasses and all the hardware. Oh, and there's Madam. Hello, Madam. Oh, no, we're going in there. Okay, so now we'll come into this area, and look, there's something else for the cats. Oh, shocking. Okay, so that was Alba's at some point. The view out. It's Sunday morning. I've just brought my drying in. We'll go out in the patio in a minute, and then I will come back a bit and pan right. And this is the kitchen. All of my toys will come into the last room in the house. This is the TV room and Loki drinking, which is good. So this is my room, and now we'll go outside as there's no cats around. Thankfully, they're trying to escape, and I don't usually keep the garage door open. So this is the garage, and this is the epoxies that I was talking about. Lovely little nice colour, a few specks, nothing too loud, nothing too quiet. And this here is the new outdoor cat tower, and I really wanted to do this last time, so before it gets put together it's going to get 2 coats of barn paint. So the top, quote unquote, has had the 2 coats, and it's actually been out here for a couple of weeks and I need to turn it over and do the other 2 coats, and then I can put it together. And then my stools that I used to have, and the pipe that I'm going to use outside, the shelf that I put up, which was a piece of wood from Eastwood, not Eastwood, the other place, my bike, and my work desk, and the car. She's behaving itself. It had a issue that needed some dealership work, but considering it's the only thing it's really cost me in the year plus I've had it, can't really complain. Not even really seriously thinking about replacing it, so that gives you an idea of just how well things are going. My little rock collection, there is a purpose for the rocks. Oh, and that's sealer. My Ego mower, various things, my wheelbarrow, my Ego strimmer, and all sorts of other good stuff. And then my other shelving with all of my stuff. So now we'll come outside and we'll go from the garage to the right of the house. And sadly it looks like that grass has not survived, so I will have to deal with that at some point, replace it. Considering it's August and it's one of the 2 or 3 hottest months of the year here, I think I will, yes he's going, I will leave it until maybe October time. So as you can see, there's no pipes, and here's the patio. I actually cleaned it recently. Was the fallout with the brush, giving it a wash, and the covered patio. But why we're here is the gloriousness of the lawn. Now it's a little crunchy and it's a little bare in spots, but all things considered, it's actually pretty darn good. It's a bit weedy as well, but again, it's its first year, and once I finally make contact, we'll get some stuff going. But considering what I thought I was going to get and to what I actually do have, it's pretty good. So here's the back of the house. As you may have noticed, I have moved some of the plants from the front, which we will go back to in a moment, and these are the two fancy grasses. So they did actually survive, or at least they look like they survived, and God knows what that is. So I've moved some of this stuff, edged it out, haven't completed it yet. As you can see, I did kind of run out of rock, but I also kind of run out of places to put grass, so I have to come back to this. But there's the other piece. So what's going to happen is I'm going to edge and blackstone that as well, so that I don't actually have to mow near my expensive patio. So the other thing to come round, it is a bit of a work zone still. This really is a bit of a steepo thingy, but with the strimmer I just trim it and then it's all cut. Now we come up to the front and we'll walk past and turn round. So the grass again, in fact it's getting to the point now where it's almost impossible to see the lines. They're more or less going away. Okie dokie. And there we go. That's the front of the house. Everything is hunky-dory. And now we will cross the road again. The tree is happy. They bring out the dehumidifier water and water it. So it's not getting as much water as it used to, but it's getting some. And these bushes, oh, and here is where the old bushes and stuff was, and now it's just grass. This was the stuff I was moving, and here are the ones that remain, but I put the stone. Oh, and there's a Tinky. She's in there. Hello, Tinky. And I put the lights. Yeah, the barberry's not too happy. I don't know if it's got enough water. And then looking up, this is the view at the moment. House over there, and the new house that they're putting up at 7 o'clock on a Friday night, which was joyous. And it's a nice day out here today. There was a little wind earlier, which has died down. Fluffy clouds, and hopefully, if I've been able to catch one of them wanting to be outside. That was the end of another exciting video, and I'm glad to see you've got this far. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs down and leave a comment. Tell me why you didn't like it. Maybe I can do it better. As always, I've been Dave, you've been fabulous, and up here should be the Ask Uncle Dave text. If you have a question, leave it in the comments, hashtag Ask Uncle Dave. I'll get to it, we'll answer it in one of the future videos. Not sure what's going to be next, so you need to come on back and see what's doing.